Hey, what is going on, fire breathers? Welcome back to the video series. It is the final episode of what we got going on here. Well, for at least the ingredients, I still got a couple tricks up my sleeves for ya. But today we're going to be talking about a nutrient that I'm 99% sure you've never heard of before. And that is Rhodiola Rosea root. Now, what makes Rhodiola Rosea root so special? Well, it's one of those herbs that you don't really hear too often about, but once you do, you want to hear more about it. So, Rhodiola Rosea, it only grows in cold regions, so it's not uncommon to find these in the Arctic or Northern European regions. A lot of the natives that have been using this one plant for a variety of reasons. The main one is that it helps to alleviate stress and anxiety. Before we get into that though, let's take a quick look at its history. See, the Rhodiola Rosea root has been used throughout history in countries like France, Sweden, Iceland, Russia, and Greece, going as far back as 1725. The Nordic Vikings were also big fans about this herb because it helped them to enhance mental and physical endurance. The legendary Greek physician Dioscorides also recorded this in his book, written in 77 AD. In places like Siberia, this root would often be made into a tea because it was thought that would help them to live long, full lives and also improve their fertility levels, producing healthier babies. In America, this root is said to grow in states like Minnesota, New York, Pennsylvania, Vermont, and Maine. That's funny. They're all blue states, which is weird because literally no one there is peaceful. Now onto the real meat of this. What are some key benefits of Rhodiola Rosea root? Well, like I said before, the biggest one being is that it helps to lower stress and anxiety. How does it do this though? It's because Rhodiola root is an adaptogen, meaning it helps your body to adapt to stressors a lot better. There are some well-known stressors like trying to study for an exam or asking a girl you like out on a date, but there are others that aren't so obvious, like high-intensity training, like the exercises you find in CrossFit. How does it manage your stress though? Well, your adrenal glands are responsible for providing your body with that dose of adrenaline whenever presented with danger. But if there's too much of that, it can really induce a lot of fatigue. That's why rhodiola is there to help to support normal functioning and natural resistance. This is further backed up by a scientific study published in the National Library of Medicine. It observed 101 people dealing with life and work-related stress. They were given 400 milligrams of Rhodiola Rosea root each day, and what they found shocked the researchers. They had showed significant improvements in lowering their stress levels and reducing fatigue levels in just 3 days. How cool is that? Another very important benefit of Rhodiola Rosea root, like we just mentioned, is that it helps reduce fatigue. Now, to the untrained eyes, these two seem like two sides of the same coin, but it couldn't be further from the truth. They are not the same, although they are similar. One can be stressed out, but not experience fatigue. One can be fatigued and tired, but not experience any stress. They go hand in hand together, but they are not the same. So it's so important to make that distinction. In a 4-week study in 60 people with stress-related fatigue looked at its effects on quality of life and symptoms of fatigue, depression, and attention. Participants received either 576 milligrams of rhodiola or a placebo pill daily. When compared to that of a placebo, which they were also given, they had found that Rhodiola Rosea had a positive effect on their fatigue levels and ability to focus for longer periods of time. While that study was completed in Uppsala University in Sweden, this next study was published in Karlsruhe University in Germany, and they have found that 100 people with chronic fatigue symptoms received 400 milligrams of rhodiola every day for 8 weeks. Another super important benefit of Rhodiola Rosea root is that it helps to improve brain function. Because of its adaptogenic qualities, rhodiola also helps to reduce the influx of mental fatigue after a long and stressful day. Could you imagine what you could accomplish if you didn't have to deal with that 5 p.m. brain fog? So much! In fact, in some cases, researchers have concluded that it helped improve performance by 20% compared to that of a placebo. One study looks at its effects on military cadets and observed them over a period of 5 days. They had each been given 370 milligrams to 550 milligrams of rhodiola. And with both of those doses, they had improved their capacity for mental work. Rhodiola Rosea root is also pretty remarkable of improving exercise performance. In one study, participants were given 200 milligrams of rhodiola before performing a cycling test. What they found was that those who took Rhodiola Rosea lasted 24 seconds longer than those who did not supplement with it. I know that doesn't sound like much, but when you are in a race, especially a cycling one, the slightest millisecond makes all the difference. And unlike Lance Armstrong, you can do it legally. No steroids here. The reason why rhodiola works so well is because it decreases perceived exertion, meaning you can still push harder in your workouts without feeling like you're being drained of all life and all energy. And looking at all these benefits of rhodiola, it's no wonder why we use it in our supplement Sunfire. This is the first ever all-natural and paleo-friendly pre-workout made exclusively for those just starting out in CrossFit and those who want to take their workouts to the next level. Also, they can gain that unstoppable energy to last longer with each rep and become the unstoppable you. And tomorrow, out at 9 p.m. Eastern Central Time, I will be revealing your special offer for you that's available with every purchase of my supplement Sunfire. It's going to be a very special offer, which I can't wait to show to you guys. I'm pretty excited too, so be sure to look for it tomorrow at 9 p.m. EST. Till next time, Fire Breather, I'll see you in the next video.